Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review video. I have 6 books. 3 belong into 2 separate series of books. So I'm going to get started with the ones that don't belong into a series. Now this one I kind of read like a young adult or kid book. It's a pet detective mysteries by Deliliah Doolittle. It's called Deliliah Doolittle and the Missing Macaw. It's by Patricia Guiver. And this is what it looks like. And it was this book about this woman, Deliliah, and she lives in California with her dog Watson, who is a red Doberman. And she finds this body in the um at the beach, and she decides to figure out why was his body covered with these red feathers and stuff like that. So she was doing that, and then she does pet stuff. So one of her clients' pets goes missing, which was a red macaw, that the feathers were on this body, and she has to figure out where this bird is, if she can find the bird, if not, like, what can she figure out what happened to the bird, stuff like that. So this book is a Harlequin book. It's a Western romance, and it's called Her Cowboys Triplets. It's by Sasha Summers. And out of all of these Harlequin baby books that I've read, this one was different. Usually the woman has like the triplets or the twins, but in this book it was different. It was the cowboy, the man that she was going to fall in love with, had these 3 children, and she had the woman had a son to somebody else. I think he died. I don't know what happened to the cowboy's woman. I don't remember, but I know that his her husband died. I think that's how it went. And she's trying to fit in again where she's living and stuff like that with her son and trying to make things work. And her family and his family are in like a family feud. So her dad really doesn't want her to date this guy, no matter if he's nice or not, because of this feud and stuff like that. It was a really good book. The next one, I have another Harlequin book. Now this one was kind of like, there was a lot of like military stuff in it because it had stuff to do with the military. It was Bound by Duty. It's by Valerie Hansen, and it's a military canine unit book. And this is what it looks like. And I just got it because I have a Rottweiler, and that's the reason why I got this book. And it's about this man who is in the military, and he's watching this woman because her, I think, half brother was this killer guy, and they found out that he was at the base. The woman's also a military woman too, and he works with the dogs. He works with the Rottweiler and stuff. And she has a son, and he's watching her because he wants to make sure that her half brother isn't getting into contact with her. She's not helping him out because he did these bad things, and they want to find him and stuff like that. And that's basically how the book is. It's basically them trying to find. Sorry, I just took a nap, so that's probably why I'm yawning so much in this video. But that was basically the whole gist of the book. And she's trying to, protect herself. She's trying to protect her son, whose father doesn't care about the kid anymore. Stuff like that. And it was a really good book. Now, like I said, there was a lot of like military lingo in it. There was a lot of like abbreviations for stuff. So if you don't remember when they first say, oh, this is the abbreviation for this, you're gonna have to go back and remember. There's no like glossary in the book at the end of the book or anything to tell you these things, so you guys know. So I haven't read a book in this series in a really long time, and like I said in my book haul video, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. That's the previous video. I had this Dogwood Hail book. That's the next book. This is the third to last book in the Chesapeake Shores series. And I had it on my list, and I know that I had it because I've seen it before. But I looked for it in all of my bags of books and my bookshelf, and I could not find this book. And I know that I didn't read it and forget to mark it off of my book list. So I got it again at the book library book sale that I went to. And so this is the third to last book in the series. The next two ones I'm going to read for the next book review video. And this is called Dogwood Hail. It's by Sherryl Woods. She writes all of the Chesapeake Shores books. This is what it looks like. And all of them deal with the O'Brien family, and all of them deal with somebody in the O'Brien family getting together with somebody else. So this is, the guy's name is Aiden, and he was a retired football star because he had an accident and then his mom got sick, so he stopped playing professional football, and now he's coaching the high school team. And here he never knew who his father was, and here when his mom died from this illness, he figured out that his dad was Mick O'Brien's. That's like the head patriarch of the O'Brien family's son. And Elizabeth, is the woman that he is going to fall in love with, and she is trying to find this dog a home and stuff like that. And I really liked it. I really liked this one. It was weird because I'm like, well, because usually it's always one of the O'Brien people that always fall in love with somebody, and here it was the guy, and he did tell his dad, I forget what his name was. I forget. And it doesn't go along, like if you watch the Chesapeake Shore series on Hallmark Channel, it doesn't go in any kind of format like the books do. So you guys know, I forget what his name was, and it's gonna bug me now because I won't be able to find it. But yeah, and Liz, she doesn't really think she's gonna find love anymore because of what happened before in a previous relationship and stuff like that. And like I said, there's 2 more books. I'm gonna read those 2 books for the next book review video, so I'll have those. So the next 2 books go in the same series. This is a V.C. Andrews series. It's the Heavenstone series. And the first book in the series is called The Heavenstone Secrets, and this is what it looks like. It's about this affluent family, and they have 2 daughters, and the 2 daughters are really close until they find out that their mother is having another baby, and it's going to be a boy, and they're going to name him after their Civil War ancestor. And that's when things start changing in the family. The sister, Cassie, is starting to bring out her evil side, and the other daughter, Samantha, with a C instead of an A, she's like in between, where like she's like trying to figure out her sister and all this stuff, and then her mother dies, and it's just the 2 girls and the dad, and Cassie's trying to make her dad feel better by trying to be more like their mother and stuff like that. And then something happens in the book that changes the sisters' dynamic altogether, and that's how it ends. And something happens to Cassie and in the end. And it was a really good book. Now, before I stopped reading V.C. Andrews for a while, not just because I couldn't find any books to go in the series I still have to read from these books, but it was also because the last time I read a V.C. Andrews book, it was really, really predictable, and so I was like, oh, do I really want to read any more of these books? But this book was good. It was really good. It wasn't like I thought, oh, like this was gonna happen, but it didn't, and stuff like that. So what happens is it picks up again where, I think it's like it's a few years after Cassie died. Cassie died in the first book. Spoiler alert. And Samantha's in this boarding school, high school type of private school thing. and it picks up where that book, it picks up there in the second book. And the second book's called Secret Whispers. There's only 2 in the series. This is what it looks like. And it's basically she finds out that she graduates from the school, and her dad actually is found a new woman to love, and they're getting married, and it's basically like how like she's kind of like the evil stepmother kind of thing, and Cassie's whispering in her ear like she's picturing her sister there and telling her things to do and say, oh, like I would have done it this way and stuff like that. It was a really kind of creepy book, and it was a good story. I really liked it, but there was a storyline in the book that really never got like played out. Like it never really, it just stopped. It never like continued on to say what happened to a certain character in the book. But other than that, it was fine. I mean, I felt like there could have been like a third one in this series because it ended so like not open-ended, but you felt like there could have been another story to go in this series. It could be to be a trilogy. So that was all the books I have for this book review. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.